Our family had moved to La Crosse, Wisconsin in 1952 because my dad, who worked in the retail business, always wanted to manage a store. He had worked in department stores in New York City. Remember going to him when he worked at a place called Janung's, and he was in the shoe department, and remember him fitting me for shoes. But he answered an ad where they said, you can manage a store. So the good news is you can manage a store. Perhaps somewhat less good news is it's in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Anyway, we're in La Crosse. He's managing the store. There are a couple of years, and then in 6th grade, he gets transferred to Bloomington, Illinois. And so we have to get in the car or on the train, to be honest, I don't remember, and move, pack up, and head to Bloomington, Illinois, where I would spend 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and fall in love with basketball. The Illinois high school championship was, oh my gosh, it was on TV and you watched it, and I just dreamed of if one day I could just step on the floor at George Huff Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Illinois wearing my school's uniform and play in the game. Life would be complete. So I was just so taken with what was called the Sweet 16, the final 16 teams that would make the pageant each spring. And then as high school was approaching, I had the peak, the pinnacle of my athletic experience playing on the Holy Trinity grade school team. When playing against St. Mary's of Bloomington, I scored 30 points in one game. And that's in quarters that are only 6 minutes long. I mean, 30 points is a lot of points to score in a college game. Now, I scored 30 points in a game that we won. Remember that as the high point of my athletic experience. Anyway, we're about to start high school, and my dad gets another job, and we move to Dubuque, Iowa, and show up in 1955 to begin high school at Loris Academy in Dubuque, Iowa. I didn't know anyone. It was an all-boys school that I went to, so I hardly met any girls during high school. It would take a long time for me to do so, but showed up, moved to Dubuque, where my roots would be planted by my experience of going to school there. Senior year at Wahlert High School, which was a new Catholic coeducational school. Finally, I'm going to school with girls. Once I graduated from Wahlert, then it was to Loris College in Dubuque, where I was the only school I could go to. I didn't have money to go away to school. I lived at home. Going to college was like going to high school. You lived at home, you drove in the morning to school, you went to class, you went back home. All that wonderful experience of going away to school, going away to college, that growing up, I never had that. I went to college at the same place I went to high school. But I was so very, very fortunate to have it available to me, and going to Loris allowed me to learn what I needed to know to pass that Foreign Service exam when I took it in 1964, and then to pass the oral exam and become a diplomat.